It's been barely a month since we reported a case of pipeline vandalization at Chief Rotimi Williams' estate in the Iju area of Lagos State. Well, the residents say despite the visit of the relevant petroleum agencies as well as NSCDC, the activities of these vandals have since skyrocketed with no one checking them. It's been barely a month since we reported a case of pipeline vandalization at Chief Rotimi Williams' estate in the Iju area of Lagos. The residents say despite the visit of the relevant petroleum agencies as well as the NSCDC, the activities of vandals have since skyrocketed with no one checking them.
Recently, we reported that pipeline vandals had come into our estate, and Channels TV graciously agreed to come to expose these people. But because of the current situation in the country that the law enforcement agencies have their hands full, the vandalism has continued on a higher scale and on the higher and unprecedented scale. Since the report, we have had officials from the Petroleum Ministry, I don't know the correct name, PPMC, NNPC, coming to examine the damage, and the police have come, the civil defense have come, but there is no positive action as such because the danger is still there. And these people come every night, usually between the hours of 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. So we're at a loss as to what to do. They come in large numbers, sometimes up to 20, and they are fully armed, welding machetes, guns, and not just ordinary den guns, sophisticated AK-47 rifles.
They're also at a loss as to how these vandals get information on the exact time or period fuel is pumped. They fear there might be an insider collaboration.
The intriguing thing there is that they do not do any speculative digging. They know exactly, precisely where to dig to get the petroleum products, which means that they must have inside information. So the petroleum authorities need to look inside, as well as the law enforcement authorities. They need to look inside and find out who is giving them this information. And they know exactly when there would be, because I understand that there's not always petroleum products in the pipes, but they know exactly when the petroleum products will be in the pipes. And they come. And we are powerless to do anything about it because we don't want them to ignite the place, number one. And then number two, we cannot do a civilian arrest because they are fully armed. So I'm calling on the federal government, the petroleum authorities, the law enforcement authorities. I'm calling on the National Security Advisor because I know that the government will not like to have another unfortunate incident where over 2,000 people stand the risk of losing their lives and property.
If you miss the stick, that place goes down small.
A one-time force PRO and former Commissioner of Police in Niger and Kwara States, Olushola Amore, also lends his voice.
The security implication of bunkering going on around us has been severally reported to security agencies. And I remember one of the nights I have to call on the area commander, Area G, who came here in the night, and I took him to the area. But by and large, the PPMC, those who are in charge of pumping this petrol, they are aware of this problem. There was a time they came out to do demolition at this Fagba area of those building houses across the pipeline. But they need to monitor this pipeline. This thing continues every night, and the smell of petroleum will overwhelm the area. And this gully of this area where the pipeline passed through should be monitored by the security agencies that are vested with the power to monitor petroleum pipelines. You know that those areas that have experienced fire as a result of pipelines always bring this to the notice of authorities. Baruwa, Abuleza, and all those areas where they have experienced fire as a result of pipeline vandalization. It is just ineptitude or nonchalance of those who are charged with responsibility of taking action that always result into all these fire outbreaks. So our crying out is just for these agencies to take action.
Iju is located in the Agege area of Lagos State. Some of the landmarks here include the Iju Water Works and the Iju train station. For the avoidance of doubt, the bridge pipeline is around K Farms Estate in Iju. Before it becomes a case of regrets over inaction, the relevant authorities may want to not only visit, but also put in motion all necessary arrangements to safeguard national assets as well as lives and property. You can be part of Eyewitness Report if you are keen on making a change in your neighborhood or locality. We'll be glad to tell your story. Take a picture or video and post on the Eyewitness portal, which is available on the Channels TV app, downloadable from the various online app stores. Ensure you add locations and phone numbers so we can get in touch with you. Now let's see what you already uploaded for the week.
Hey, I'm on here.
Our first shot takes us to the palace of the Akire of Ikire town in OSUN state. Our eyewitness says a lot of damage was done to the property in the area over the chieftaincy tussle that ensued. He wants the state government as well as the traditional rulers to look into what could cause more harm in the locality if not properly resolved.
Can they serve some of you good and potential co-members?
This video shows the moment an army officer, through effective communication, disarmed some youths who were planning on attacking an NYSC camp. Our eyewitness says military and other security personnel must learn the art of communication in order to resolve issues speedily instead of resorting to brute force. He commends the bravery of the officer.
Please, let's cooperate with the security personnel.
The next video is that of a man who has committed himself to a community service of ensuring free flow of traffic in the Baruwa area of Lagos. Our eyewitness says he has been doing this for the past 4 years. He hopes people emulate him and do the most they can to contribute to their immediate community. This next video shows what motorists and residents of Greenfield Estate have to contend with every day. Our eyewitness says trucks and containers have completely taken over both sides of the road, causing traffic gridlock on a daily basis. She is pleading with the government to help them regain some sanity in Agor Palace Way.
Now, those are your shorts. Do keep them coming. Let's do it again, same time next week. Till then, I'm Chris Elems, and I'll keep my eyes on you.